I quit both of my jobs to post cute frog illustrations. This is the story of Afternoon Soup, my character that went viral on Instagram. We grew from 0 to 50,000 followers in less than 3 months. After that, it was completely abandoned for almost a year. And now, it's having a comeback. In the past 2 weeks, I grew from 1,000 monthly impressions to almost 500,000. But what is Afternoon Soup? It all started in 2023, May, when I was living in Seoul, Korea. The few main things that I was doing is going to coffee shops and the museums. I was so inspired by looking at all the modern art that they had that one day I thought, why not? Maybe I should start drawing as well. And this is why I started sharing my cute little doodles. It started as a passion project. I honestly didn't care about views or followers at all. This time it was just for me. But then something happened. After 2 weeks, one of the reels went viral. At the time, it got around 300k views, and I was like, damn, I got lucky. And then 2 days later, another video went viral. And this time it got over 2 million. And it just kept going. That made me realize I was onto something. Little Soup was the character that was built on empathy. And before I was told many times that I'm too emotional, too sensitive. I always thought that's my weakness. But this time, my biggest weakness was coming off as my biggest strength. I could understand what people can relate to. I could understand what people want to feel. My character, it was my tool to give it to them. After my month in Korea, I came back to Canada, and the first thing I did was to open Ko-fi, where people could donate to support my art, and also open an online store. And that was a $0 investment business. Thanks to the donations, I was able to raise the initial funding I needed to order all the merchandise, the stickers, the pins, anything. And people, they wanted to support it because they wanted to take something home. And all that was thanks to Soup's strong personal branding. Unfortunately, life happened and everything I knew changed. I went through a very hard breakup, my first breakup actually, from a very long relationship, and I had to quit my job, I had to move out, I had to find a new apartment without having any income. I was just too stressed to think about my business, so Little Soup had to take a break. And that was my biggest business mistake so far. While I was having a momentum, I stopped working it. I stopped the consistency when I was seeing the progress, and I stopped it for almost a year. So instead, I just took some time for myself. I was focusing on my self-growth, on my fitness. I was going to different events, meeting new people. I needed this. While doing that, I actually started thinking that my business is not cool enough. Now in 2024, this is not how you would imagine a business person. And honestly, I did have an identity crisis. After going to all those events, meeting all the founders, all the startup owners, I feel like what I was doing was not cool enough. I felt like, let's be real, I don't have a tech startup. I didn't build an app, I didn't build a multi-million dollars company. I felt like I wasn't good enough to call myself an entrepreneur. Yet I always knew that it's in my blood. Yes, I might hate sales calls, but I love selling. Yes, I might hate forcing people to buy something, but I know how to create emotional connection with the product. It took me almost a year to realize how much potential Afternoon Soup really had, and that I need to stop being a little bitch and have an identity shift. At the end of the day, who fucking cares how you look like when you make $1 million? Fast forward to a month ago, when I decided to take a leap of faith and do what all beginner business owners do, quit my job, which is the easiest step to do, but here I am. The main question was, would I be able to revive an account that was dead for almost a year? I know I did it before, but I was still doubting myself. I had so much fear because it's a big commitment. And I knew that starting again and having no results would really hurt my ego, let's be honest. So I told myself, no matter what, I can do this and I will do this. I just put my head down, canceled all my plans. I sat in the office the whole day, the whole night, and frame by frame, illustration by illustration, I started posting every single day, twice a day. I just started doing all the work myself. You know, a lot of business owners say like, oh, just hire someone to scale my business. I couldn't do that because I had no money. So I had to do it all myself. The third reel that I posted went viral again. And that gave me such an insane confidence boost. I felt so empowered because now I knew for sure this is not luck, this is a skill. The history was repeating itself. And when I started, I set myself 3 goals. First of all, at least 300 monthly impressions. Second, get to 47,000 followers. And third one, make at least $1 from this. I had a month deadline. It's been less than 3 weeks. We are at 500,000 impressions, far over 47K, and I made my first sales. I have very big plans for Afternoon Soup because it's not just a business that I have, but I have a very deep love and passion for this character. And maybe it's not a world-changing startup, not a life-changing coaching program, but if this can have a positive impact on people, even a little bit, then it's all I ever wanted. So join me on my business journey. I have nothing to gatekeep, and honestly, I think I would rather you guys see how I'm working this, how I'm growing this business, and maybe some of you will get inspired. So don't forget to follow my channel, and hopefully me and Little Soup will see you soon. I just want to sit like okay, well, what happened? What happened?
Okay, what's next?